I'm going to get canceled for this one. There's no doubt. Turn on the news and you'll hear one narrative about the Israel-Palestine conflict. But some undercover footage is actually showing that much of it is a straight up lie. Let's talk about it. I'm going to share with you some clips that I just found on the internet that have absolutely blown my mind about what's really happening with the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. Because what everybody's been saying in the mainstream media is that Israel is funding a genocide. And Israel is actually performing a genocide. They're starving the people in Gaza. And the question is, what's really happening there? Because you hear reports about Israel. Some people say Israel's actually trying to deliver food and trying to deliver supplies to the poor people in Gaza who are trapped there by Hamas, the terrorist organization. And then other people are saying, no, that's a lie. Israel's lying. They're actually just performing a genocide and they're trying to kill as many innocent people in Palestine as possible. So what's what? Now, here's the interesting thing. There actually are people who are doing undercover footage. They're gathering undercover footage in Gaza and they're debunking these no food claims. Let's listen to one of them right here.
We're on our way into the Gaza Strip right now. We got Xavier in the back. Can't figure out how to clip his helmet. All right, so we just met up with the army. We're in a small convoy of vehicles, and we're about to head into the Gaza Strip. Entering the Gaza Strip now. So there's no oil in the Gaza Strip either. No fuel. Petroleum trucks right there.
They say there's no oil in the Gaza Strip. Obviously, that's needed for energy, for heating food, for heating water, to clean the water, all sorts of things. Yet there's oil trucks right outside.
That's you up? They're just sitting here.
Look at all these pallets of food.
Pallets of food.
They wouldn't get that. They wouldn't get that. You know,
No food in Gaza.
Palestinian workers.
Look at all that. Here we are in the Gaza Strip where there is allegedly no food aid, level 5 starvation, famine. There's no food in the Gaza Strip. What's all I don't know what all this is behind me. It looks like food. It smells like food. Vegetables, just cans and cans of vegetables. You could feed so many people chickpeas. You could feed so many people with this stuff. What do we have over here? Looks like more chickpeas. Like, look at just endless amounts of food.
Crazy.
And over that fence, there's more food. All right, we're on our way into the Gaza Strip right now. Got Xavier in the back.
You do know, like, I don't know if you knew this, but it is actually, you can be a Palestinian Arab living inside of Israel. But if you're a Jew, they will not allow you to enter Gaza. Like, you will be killed if you're in Gaza and you're a Jew. So there's this interesting double standard where Israel is allowing Palestinian Arabs to be in their country, but in Palestine you can't be a Jew. Tell me about that. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts at victory@kapchatfield.com. Let's look at this other clip here. If you want to support me on my mission to take back culture from the devil, one way that you can do that other than watching the content is by joining my mission called Switch with Kap. If you're somebody who buys deodorant, body wash, shampoo, moisturizer, supplements, snacks, or protein powder on a regular basis, you're constantly running out of it, you're always rebuying it, but you're not really thinking about where you buy it, what if I could tell you this? You don't need to buy from the big box companies like Walmart, Costco, Target that are creating and selling poisonous products, toxic products that are manufactured in other countries and are also promoting woke ideologies that you and I don't care for. What if you could buy made in America, non-toxic, eco-friendly, extremely high quality, and ensure that the money that you're spending is actually funding the advancement of conservative values here in the United States? This is what Switch with Kap is all about. Me and my family made the switch a couple of years ago, and with us, thousands of other shoppers have made a simple switch from shopping from these companies to buying made in America, high quality goods. And we want to invite you to just try it out with us. So here's what I want you to do. If you want to support this channel and create a better future for your family and for this country, go to switchwithkap.com, Kap with a K. I'll put a link down below, QR code on the screen, and make sure that you book a call. Click the button on the screen to book a call with somebody from our team to learn more about the subscription-based shopping program. Guys, it's 100% risk-free. You can cancel anytime. You can get a refund on anything that you don't like. There are no headlocks. It's no risk, 100% reward. That's why we make the guarantee. So what do you have to lose? I'm telling you, if you're going to be buying stuff like this every month anyway, I hope you are, if you want to stay clean and smell good and keep your family healthy, Go to switchwithkap.com to book a call with our team just to learn more. And our team would love to pray for you at the end of that call as well. We'll see you there.
Own two eyes. And as you can see, there are thousands of boxes and crates with food and medicine behind me. Yet none of these have been delivered to the people of Gaza, who are still suffering and starving. How is this possible? Well, the world continues to blame Israel for this, when in reality, Israel is doing everything in its power to actually get this food delivered to the Palestinian people. But it's Hamas and the UN who are complicit in the suffering and starvation of the people of Gaza. Some of these crates have been here for weeks, if not months. We have sugar, we have cheese, we have tuna, literally everything. It's probably going moldy at this point, honestly. And this is exactly Hamas's plan, to paint Israel as the perpetrator of all of this, when in reality, it's Hamas that continues to use its own people as pawns. We see it when they use their own children as human shields. And now we're seeing it as they use food as a weapon of war. Truly one of the most pathetic, disgusting acts that I have witnessed in my entire life. And that's why I had to come to Gaza. I got my bulletproof vest on. I don't care. I will do anything to share with you the truth. And the truth is that Hamas is solely responsible for all of this food.
That's crazy. Hamas. How about that? Here's all the food. Pallets and pallets of food inside the Gaza Strip. Incredible. Oh, you think that's crazy? Watch this. I'm going to show you. They're calling it Gaza wood. They're calling it Gaza wood because the amount of manipulation that the people in Gaza, or really the leaders inside of Gaza, are using with their media to paint the picture of what's going on in the Gaza Strip. The opposite of what the reality is crazy. I mean, watch this. So you're going to see they got a camera and they got this little kid right here. Watch what happens here. They give the kid some food. They're going to take some photos and they're going to take it away from the kid.
And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, it's very important to do your own research and not believe everything coming out of Gaza.
All for the gram. I'm going to move on to this next one. Okay, so here's what's also interesting. People make this argument about Israel saying, well, Israel, they're like, they're bunkering all these people in this area and they're not giving them food and they can't escape and they're starving them to death. Did you know that Palestine actually borders a few other countries, including Egypt and Jordan? But look at Egypt's border. Egypt is not even receiving, and their Egyptians have a lot of Muslim people. They're not even receiving these Palestinians into their own country. They have a massive wall to keep people out. Listen to this.
The holidays, not for a cup of tea, not for a baklava or bachata. They don't want them near them. They don't want them close to them. Might, in fact, they probably hate them. This border is insane. It's like Guantanamo Bay. This is what U.S. should build on the Mexican border. All Egypt wants to do is blame Israel, blame Israel, blame Israel. But they don't want to help the Gazans at all, not even a little bit. This is Gaza's border with Egypt. It's pretty obvious.
Tell me what you think in the comments. Email us at victory@kapchatfield.com. Oh, this one's crazy. Watch this. So here you have this woman who's filming this image of her baby who looks like the baby's got all of these scars. Turns out the scars are fake, and you're going to see. Watch this. When you watch this, it's going to blow your mind how manipulative this whole situation is.
Children, please
you see the scars in the baby's
share the
face?
video and use my audio to reach my voice.
But when the baby moves, did you see what just happened? The scars jump off the baby's face and go onto the mom's face. Are they literally using a Snapchat or Instagram filter to fake the scars on a baby's face?
To the world, we are.
How about that?
Safa from Gaza. in female. Female kill me and kill my children. Please share the video and use my audio to reach my voice to the world.
Oh my gosh, dude. Did you know that Allah in the Quran refers to himself as the great deceiver? So does it surprise you that people who are moving in the same spirit as Allah are also moving in great deception? Here's another clip. Children in Gaza selling humanitarian aid. Selling aid. Watch that. They're selling the aid. August 14th, 2025. Selling it. Wow. See this one. Okay. So I don't get flagged for copyright on that music. But here you have her. They're getting her makeup or getting her hair looking like she's super disheveled. They have her shirt, which looks like she's injured. She's moving her hands fine. She was smiling just a second ago. But what are they using? Look at her. They're literally using this for propaganda. They're using it to deceive people. They say that Gazans don't have the ability to get to the ocean. Here we have a bunch of Gazans enjoying the beach while international media spreads misinformation. Wild. Here's another clip. Girl bursts out laughing mid-famine. So you have these images of them all crying out for food. We forgot. It was we're just acting. Here's all the clips. Crazy. Man. Let's listen to what President or Prime Minister Netanyahu says. Does it, by the way, if you're someone who's like, I don't care about what Netanyahu has to say about anything because he's leading a massive genocide, are you thinking about it a little bit differently now after you've seen those clips? Are you thinking about it differently? Are you willing to hear what he has to say? This is what he had to say to the United Nations just a handful of days ago.
But I'm sure there are people in New York or in London or in Melbourne and elsewhere who are probably thinking, what does all of this have to do with me? And the answer is everything, because our enemies are your enemies. So let's do something else. So first at the UN, let's do a pop quiz and raise your hand if you know the answer. Here's the first question. Who shouts death to America? Is it A, Iran, B, Hamas, C, Hezbollah, D, the Houthis, or E, all of the above? All of the above. Correct, all of the above. Second question. Who has murdered Americans and Europeans in cold blood? Is it A, Al-Qaeda, B, Hamas, C, Hezbollah, D, Iran, or E, all of the above? All of the above. Correct. Again. So here's the point I wanted to make. Our enemies hate all of us with equal venom. They want to drag the modern world back to the past, to a dark age of violence, fanaticism, and terror. I think many of you are already feeling in your own societies the radical Islamist surge. You know, I'm sure you do, you know deep down that Israel is fighting your fight. So I want to tell you a secret. Behind closed doors, many of the leaders who publicly condemn us privately thank us. They tell me how much they value Israel's superb intelligence services that have prevented time and again terrorist attacks in their capitals, time and again saving countless lives.
Interesting take. Now, as you're looking at the footage I just shared with you, are you starting to maybe agree? Let me know what you think in the comments. Is the true threat to the Western world Israel, or is it radical Islam? Let me know in the comments. Let me know at victory@kapchatfield.com. I'm also, speaking of which, we're going to dive into that for the next segment. And we're going to see what's really going on in the world regarding radical Islam. Buckle up. It's about to get crazy.